Hey guys, so I had a couple people ask me on my RCP dump trailer how I wired it because they were having trouble wiring it themselves. So on most of his trailers they have a tarp, which means you need two ESCs. If he hasn't supplied them for you, if you didn't get it from him and you buy your own, I recommend using something that can go up to 3S, especially if you have one of his bigger trailers, because you're going to need more power if you're going to try to dump a full load. So, that being said, after you get the correct ESCs, I have wired it with one ESC for the actual dump motor here, and I wired it with a 3S battery on the trailer. Now you can put the power source on the truck, on the trailer. If you already have another power source that runs 3S on the truck, and you can run the power through to the trailer. I've done it both ways, but this helps with me because I have a bunch of stuff on my truck and limited space to run another battery on the trailer. I got a really tiny 800 milliamp 3S battery, so it kind of fits right underneath the trailer when it's driving, which is cool. So I'm having the ESC run off this 3S battery. I've spliced all these together, so where the battery plugs in, it powers not only the ESC for the motor of the dump, powers the wireless winch remote, which is how I hooked up the tarp, and I also have the lights plugged into here as well. They can run 12 volt because we're running 3S battery. So I basically spliced all the wires together here just so when I plug it in, like so, you hear the ESC, there's the ESC, right? I got my LED lights on. I got this ESC powered up and the wireless remote winch. So RC Four-Wheel Drive sells a wireless winch remote for all their winch setups. It's this small box right here. It's like 50 bucks. Comes with the small ESC wireless remote receiver and this little cool handy dandy little remote. So if I push it right now that the power is on here, my tarp would go up or down. I don't want to do it right now because it's obviously upside down and would mess up the tarp, but that's how I run this. That's how I'd recommend running this, and then you wouldn't have to really worry about running another servo wire, because you're going to have to run this ESC servo wire that you normally go into a receiver down the trailer and make a connection like this from your trailer to your truck. Basically just get a servo extension wire, run it from your receiver on your truck to somewhere in the back close to where you hook up the trailer, have this running from the trailer to the ESC on the trailer. Then when you're using it, all I need to hook up to run this trailer is the one servo wire that runs the ESC, dump it. Because I already have my other little remote to control the tarp and my lights spliced in on the power, so I'm good to go. That's how you run it. I have everything right in here. You can do it either way. You can put all these components on the truck and run a bunch of wires and just have a bunch of connections here, so you don't really have anything on the trailer. It's just wires in the motors, and then you're running the power and everything else through the truck. So that's how I do it. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.